What is up, guys? So we just got a new trailer for Heroes of Light and Shadow, and today I'm going to be going over their skills because I think a lot of them look very interesting, and it looks like these units might actually have really good stats judging by the skills they have as well. So I wanted to go over them today, and they have fantastic art, so let's go ahead and go right into it. So the first hero we're going to be looking at is the unknown hero, Chris. At first, honestly, I thought it actually looked a lot like Marth. I actually thought it was Marth. That basically shows I haven't played that game. But, so looking at his skills, everything here is something we've already seen except for his weapon, of course, and then his B skill. So his weapon is Blade of Shadow, which basically says it accelerates special trigger, and then if the foe attacks you or if the foe is at 100% HP, it will inflict -5 attack, speed, and defense during combat, which is really nice, and also neutralizes penalties, which is another pretty nice perk for the actual weapon itself. But what we're going to be looking at here is we're going to be looking at Spurn 3, which is basically Repel on steroids. So basically it does what Repel does, but then it also, if you're at 75% health or less, it adds a +5 true damage when your special triggers. Now the reason this is so significant is because you can really do this build I have on Marita here on any hero that is fast. So if you have Times Pulse and you have a special cooldown on your weapon, you can get the Aether down to 3 as its cooldown timer, and then with Flashing Blade, as long as you're faster than your opponent, you can proc Aether every round, no matter if you're tanking an attack or if you're actually doing player phase and hitting them. So this will be really, really powerful with this this new skill. It's not necessary to use it, but I just think, of course, it's a nice extra power to this build. And so it's going to be interesting to see what units people use this with. Anyone really fast will be good with it. It'll be interesting to see if either of the Chris's, because, spoiler, she has it as well. It'll be interesting to see if their stats are better than the units we already have, or if you're going to want to just fodder them off to these units. I'm assuming they'll probably be on par with them at least, but we'll see what happens when they actually get released. But I wanted to point that out because that's definitely an option for them. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next hero here. But yeah, all their art looks absolutely fantastic. So next we have a infantry dagger unit in Julian. Now the interesting thing about Julian is right off the bat, he's got great fodder. He's got lull attack speed 3 and all the lulls are really good, but then he also has close foil, which is something we just recently got, and it is definitely a skill that you want on any units that you'd want to run close call on. And then we have a new dagger, which is cavalry effective, which is pretty nice, and it neutralizes the ability for them to use things like Vantage and change to attack priority. So that's really interesting. I don't know if it'll really be better than something like a Broadleaf Fan or anything like that in terms of Aether raids, or Aether raids, I should say. But he definitely looks like an interesting unit. We'll have to see his stats to see how well he actually does against the infantry daggers we already have. So then we have a new healer in Lena, and she looks absolutely amazing. Now, this is the unit that I think will definitely be the demote, just purely for the fact that all her skills are really easy to come by. And we'll have to see how she racks up against the other healers, because it's all really about stats at this point. I'm hoping she's good, though, because she looks really, really cool. And if she is the demote unit, then she'll be easy to +10. But we'll have to see in time. We'll know in a couple of days. And last but not least, we have the unsung hero, which is also Chris. And she is actually pretty interesting because unlike the male Chris, she is not in a pool of red sword units because we have so many red infantry sword units. It's insane. I think she's actually going to shine as a lance unit. I think she's going to probably be one of the best, if not the best. We already know she's going to be really fast because she has the Spurn 3 as well. And she also comes with Fury 4 and Rouse Speed Res, which is absolutely insane. Like, she has incredible fodder if you get her. And she also comes with Spear of Shadow, which is the exact same as the Sword of Shadow. But that doesn't make it any, they're basically the same, so they're both fantastic. So if you're gonna pick one, I would definitely probably pick her, because if you fodder off Fury 3 to someone, you can get Fury 4 and you can get Spur 3. So she's definitely the one to choose over the male Chris. But yeah, they're going to be very, very good, and it's going to be interesting to see what their stats are. So if you actually end up trying to get a free one after 40 summons, if you end up getting one of them, you can definitely use that free one as a merge or use it as a fodder. I'm assuming both will definitely be acceptable because I think their stats are going to be very good. But anyway, I don't see any extra bonus unit at the end, so I guess we're not going to be getting any like 4-star or anything like that in this banner. But this banner looks really, really good. Definitely great fodder, and definitely looking forward to seeing if we can get one of those on the banner. So if you guys get one for free, you definitely probably want to fodder them off for their skills. But other than that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, bye.